Hello and welcome to day 65 in creating this PHP Web Framework series. And well, yeah, let's just continue with our project. So on the next thing was setup file. Honestly, I thought about it. I don't really think that, based on the current state of our framework, considering there really isn't much setup to do, I don't think this is needed. So this is gonna be something skipped. We may come back to it at a later date. Yeah, testing API functionality. This is an interesting one. I'm going to whack both of these in because Sentry.io is a website I came across quite a while ago actually. When did I even add this task in there? I did it in October 2016. So I came across it, I'm pretty sure, about 2-3 months before then. So roughly around about what that'd be August, July sort of time. And I'll show you what it is, and I think this sort of links in nicely with testing API functionality. So this is great for essentially recording errors or anything that goes wrong, not necessarily to compound to the user, and that's not what it's for. Is so it records it and you can go back at a later date as the developer, as the creator of the website, and have a look. One thing I don't like is that it's paid for. They do have a free version, but generally I want to stick to just free stuff in general. So but it's still something interesting to look at. So 10,000 events per month, 1 user, 7-day history. And let's take a quick look at the documents. So we've got PHP, which is good because that's the backend language we are using. Seems pretty simple to set up. So yeah, okay, that's the ID for your account and user context. So they got some integration. Let's have a look. Obviously, we're not using Laravel, we're creating our own framework, but it's just good to take a look anyway. So this was random. So let's just refresh so we get another GIF. Waiting for season 3. Well, it's starting now, so it's all good. And so yeah, I think the Sentry.io stuff we will ignore. It'd just be a skip thing simply because it's a paid. But testing API functionality, this was something I want some way of testing because we got an error system which is great for, well, recording errors, and you would most likely pump these errors out to the user. So if, for example, we were to go on to the home page, go to login, if we click, we put nothing in here. Click login, username is required, password is required. These are errors. So, and they're getting pumped out, which is not really cool. But I was thinking of something a bit more for testing API functionality. Again, I'm not too sure about it at the moment. It's just something, an idea that I had, whacked it on there. That's the same with a lot of these to-dos. Hence why quite a few of them have been skipped, just because it was an idea at a particular time. I thought it would be cool. For whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out. And it could be because the framework's not big enough yet. It's just not suitable for the framework. It just wasn't a good idea. Maybe it's not completely free, or something along those lines, why it hasn't worked out. So testing API functionality. So I'm just gonna Google PHP testing API. see what comes up. We can create our own, we can use an off-the-shelf one, but it's just best seeing what others are doing and what we can do. Because if we're just talking about, because we got validation, so in here, so codeception, I did just open that one up there. So let me just go through this. So codeception. So what is codeception? So PHP, can't see it anywhere. PHP browser, but that won't be it. Okay. PHP testing. So just open these links to see what we have. So test driven development, yeah, okay. PHP unit, we've got that one open. Codeception, we had a look at that. So yeah, we got validation. Assert equals email from services. So we've got, yeah, I guess we got tested in there instead of you rewriting it yourself every single time. So yeah, we do have certain aspects of these already implemented. That'll be another thing. We'll realize that we've implemented it in some other form. PHP testing basics.
Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Perkins.
Sorry.
Are you interested in the decrements?
Okay, so testing, forget this. Okay, yeah, something I'm gonna skip as well because we've already got quite a bit of it already in there in one way or another. FAQ creator, let's see what that is about. So let's have a look at some FAQs on different websites. So look at Microsoft one, look at the Wikipedia one. Okay, this is just what a FAQ is. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, frequently asked questions. So yeah, I think this will be a useful thing. So what we're gonna do is do something very similar to like the privacy policy stuff. So it was in extra, like not in the policy, I mean the change log. We had this array, which basically we just looped out, and we were able to print everything in there. So I'm gonna duplicate this. Can I duplicate it like this? No. I'm gonna copy this, create a new file, and this is gonna be faq.php. Okay, paste that here and change this to FAQ. I'll put in brackets frequently asked questions, and we need to update the controller. So extra FAQ, and so if we were to go to this now, extras /FAQ up, put to Q. That doesn't work either. Is it extra or it's extra? Cannot redeclare. Just to confirm. Okay, change log. Ah, that was the issue. So if we were to go to FAQ, we get this. And yeah, we got the right page code based on what that is. If we were to type in, I believe it's just called policy. Not policy, change log. Yeah, so policy, no, FAQ. Okay, so obviously this isn't styled or anything like that. That's not what this is about. You can style it the way you want to. Because what we're going to do is essentially do some sort of indentation system like so. Whereas with another website, like it's on Microsoft, it had stuff. Let me just go back onto it. FAQ. You just sort of, go down into different levels, which is pretty cool. Whereas with ours, we're just going to have them indented. That's all it's going to be. So I'll actually reopen that tab so we can see exactly. So we have like the main level, and on here, frequently asked questions. To remove new, update, fix, or remove section from a version, simply delete the array or its contents. Put newest version first in array. Yeah, fine. To remove a section, simply delete the array or its contents. I guess that doesn't really matter. So this isn't going to be change log, this is going to be FAQ array. That will break it now, and I'll just fix that up. So FAQ array should be here. Okay, still working the way we wanted it. So we're going to have 3 levels, very similar to the way that is. So what we're going to do is get rid of this for now. Sub the 1, so we're going to have, we'll get rid of this, we'll keep this. So this is going to be top level. Sub level 1. and this is going to equal to, and this is just going to be a bunch of content. So content for sub level 1, and we'll do the same. And I'll copy and paste that. Top level 2, and that's fine. I'll do a couple more. And now, change to 4, save that, and we'll get rid of this. I don't really see us needing this at all. Yeah, yes we will. We will have, we'll get rid of this, we don't need that. And we'll just say FAQ, frequently asked questions. FAQ, frequently asked questions. And this will break. Naturally, those are some pretty big stuff. So it's breaking because of what we're looping at. So we're gonna call this question, I guess. So like what they got on here, like section windows, and then there's a question. And that's something similar to that. So what we're gonna do is get rid of this. Okay, let me try something. So if I were to get rid of, say, all of this for now, get rid of that. This shouldn't do anything. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so if in here I were to go $question, or echo it at all. How did I do it before? So $question, I'll just $question 0. So I'm expecting it to get this, I guess. Or if instead we were to loop through this now, no, still doesn't seem right to me. Obviously, with this, you know exactly what you're dealing with. They are sections here. go back to this. So let me try doing what I was about to do. It's going to be question as $answer. I'm just gonna print underscore off for now. Answer like so. See what we get. So we get content sub level 1. Now we can get rid of this. I don't see why we would need that. So let's say if we were to do an echo, and then at the end have a break line, and this echo is going to consist of, let's say just say $answer for now. And what would happen if I were to do question like so? Rate to string conversion, okay. PHP array get key name, that's what we want. See what we get with this. It's sublevel. What would we get if we were to put that in here instead then? $answer. The dollar key of item. That might be a useful one. So item dollar key. Let's get rid of that. And now let's whack that into here. See what we get. We get top level 1 and 2, which is good. And next we guess I'm gonna do dollar key again. And we'll do dollar key again. Sub level 1, 2, yeah, okay, that's fine. So what we want to do now is put a sort of a list of these items. So we'll at the top level we'll put a list. So we'll have unordered, we'll just have an unordered list. That will suffice. And now within here we're gonna have a list item. So what I'll do is I'll close off PHP. And I'll reopen it here. And this will be dollar key. We'll have list item. We can get rid of the break line now. And we'll do dollar. We'll echo this out. Like so, let's see what we get. Seems to be going the way we want it to. Then within, actually no, this will be the last parameter. So within here, what we'll do now is have another unordered list. So we'll have another unordered list here. And like I said, we'll have an unordered list in here. We will have, let's just do the key thing. So similar to what we've done here. And then, no, this is going to be the list item. Then within here, we'll have another unordered list. So this should be the last level of unordered lists now. So we should just be able to get answer. And let's copy this, change this to answer. So hopefully this works. So we got top level, sub level. So just to confirm, we'll put, okay, yeah, we know top level 1 and 2 is working fine. So we're gonna go sub level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's working fine. Content for sub level 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep. So that's essentially the frequently asked questions. We've just displayed it like that. Like I said, you could structure it nicer, like so. You could have in more of the WhatsApp style. So WhatsApp FAQ, where it's more like this, and you could put this into a database as well. At the moment, I'm just going to leave it as is. Same with the change log, but eventually we could abstract it out into a database. So, okay, that's a pretty simple thing, and again, it's a useful thing. So we'll complete that. Next is payment services. And what's the time looking like? Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to be wrapping up now. So yeah, we got FAQ implemented, just skipped a few of the other tasks. Slowly getting there, slowly getting through all of the tasks. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of more features that we can add on here. If you have any suggestions, feel free to add them. And as usual, all the links for Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus will be in the description. There'll be a link to the GitHub page, which will contain the source code. So feel free to check that out. And okay, 1 second. I'm gonna quickly submit it, commit, submit, both same thing, I guess. PHP Web Framework, sync, open in Finder, and open new Finder. And what we're gonna do is go to Documents. No, not Documents. Applications, XAMPP, htdocs, PHP. Really, all we need to do, I'll just copy and paste all of it. Be easier that way. Get rid of that. Paste that into there. So yeah, we'll remember making these changes last time. FAQ. Ow, we didn't remove the test.php, did we? This was for the resizing, which I believe we did skip. The image compression, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I need to just remove that. Okay, that's fine. Apart from that, we're all good to go. So day 65. 1 second, just checking something. Commit. And FAQ. Page / example. View / page / example. Commit to master. Sync. So let's quit out of that. I will actually add a new release. Make sure it's all on here. 12 seconds ago, new release. It's going to be beat rate. And we will go back to the releases. Let's copy and paste the exact same way that we've been listing the changes. Because it's marked down, I need to put that there. FAQ view / page / example, and we're done. So publish release. Sweet. So yeah, that's it for day 65. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave us a comment. And as usual, I will see you in the next video.